Life can feel like a game of Jenga. We carefully build our towers of blocks, representing our work, relationships, and well-being. Stress acts like a mischievous hand, pulling blocks from the bottom. At first, we might not notice much difference. But as stress continues, our tower becomes shaky and unstable. Eventually, it might even topple over. Stress in small doses is a normal part of life. It helps us stay alert, focused, and able to cope with challenges. But when stress becomes chronic, it can have serious consequences for our physical and mental health. Imagine constantly pulling blocks from your Jenga tower. It's only a matter of time before it all comes crashing down. Just like that Jenga tower, our bodies and minds can only handle so much pressure before they start to crumble. Learning to manage stress is crucial for building a strong and resilient life. By understanding the science behind stress and adopting healthy coping mechanisms, we can regain control and create a more stable and fulfilling life. When we encounter a stressful situation, our bodies activate a complex physiological response. At the heart of this response is cortisol, often called the stress hormone. Cortisol is produced in the adrenal glands, two small organs located just above the kidneys. Think of cortisol as a powerful burst of energy that helps us deal with immediate threats. In the short term, cortisol is our friend. It provides us with the energy and focus we need to handle challenges. Imagine encountering a bear in the woods. Your heart races, your breathing quickens, and your muscles tense up, all thanks to cortisol. This fight-or-flight response helps us stay safe in dangerous situations. However, when we experience chronic stress, our bodies are flooded with cortisol for prolonged periods. This constant exposure to high levels of cortisol can have detrimental effects on our health. It's like having the fight-or-flight response switched on all the time, leading to wear and tear on our bodies and minds. Chronic stress is like a slow poison, gradually eroding our physical and mental well-being. Over time, elevated cortisol levels can wreak havoc on various systems in our body. Our cardiovascular system bears the brunt of chronic stress. The constant surge of hormones like adrenaline and cortisol increases blood pressure and heart rate, damaging artery walls and increasing the risk of heart attacks and strokes. Chronic stress also impairs our immune system, making us more susceptible to infections and illnesses. Remember, cortisol is designed to suppress inflammation as part of the short-term stress response. But prolonged exposure to cortisol disrupts the delicate balance of our immune system, making us more vulnerable to colds, flu, and even chronic diseases. The impact of chronic stress on our brains is particularly concerning. Studies have shown that chronic stress can actually shrink the hippocampus, a part of the brain responsible for learning and memory. This shrinkage can lead to cognitive impairment, making it harder to concentrate, learn new information, and recall memories. Section 4. Reclaiming your health, the power of stress reduction. The good news is that we are not powerless against stress. By adopting stress-reducing techniques, we can significantly lower our cortisol levels and mitigate the negative impact of stress on our bodies and minds. Think of stress reduction as a way to rebuild and strengthen your Jenga tower, making it more resilient to life's challenges. One of the most effective ways to combat stress is through regular physical activity. Exercise acts as a natural stress reliever by releasing endorphins, which have mood-boosting effects. Whether it's a brisk walk in nature, a yoga class, or a dance session, find an activity you enjoy and make it a part of your routine. Another powerful tool for stress reduction is mindfulness meditation. Mindfulness involves paying attention to the present moment without judgment. Regular meditation practice has been shown to reduce anxiety, improve sleep quality, and enhance overall well-being. Section 5. Breathe, move, laugh, sleep, your toolkit for a stress-free life. Managing stress doesn't require drastic changes to your life. Simple, everyday activities can make a world of difference. One of the easiest and most effective techniques is deep breathing. When we're stressed, our breathing becomes shallow and rapid. Taking slow, deep breaths from the diaphragm can help calm the nervous system and reduce feelings of anxiety. Laughter is another potent antidote to stress. When we laugh, our brains release endorphins, which have mood-boosting and pain-relieving effects. Make time for activities that bring you joy and laughter, whether it's watching a funny movie, spending time with loved ones, or engaging in hobbies that make you smile. Finally, prioritize quality sleep. Sleep deprivation exacerbates stress levels, creating a vicious cycle. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep each night. Establish a relaxing bedtime routine, avoid caffeine and alcohol before bed, And create a sleep-conducive environment by ensuring your bedroom is dark, quiet, and cool. Remember, managing stress is a journey, not a destination. There will be ups and downs along the way. But by incorporating these simple yet effective techniques into your daily life, you can regain control over your stress levels and live a healthier, happier, and more fulfilling life.